Watch it out. Watch me far away, see me far away. Shabada, tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have, because I have myself. Authentic say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, go learn to pretend. Do not run away. Kindness over than you. That is what I say. That is what I say. That is what I talk. That is what I say. That is what I say. That is why I know. Kindness over than you. Ohaneze Ndibo, how na day? I don't come to speak my mind with no delay. Let them know say una eyes clear about in a way. Watch out, many things they happen in that country you dey. So some people trouble up on people every day. Even when you dey, you go talk say you know dey. I need to understand why this world about. I need to understand why this truth apart. The promise that we got and nationalize. The promise we will live and no complaints. Watch me far away. Watch me far away. See me far away. Tell me what you saw. I will show you what I have, because I have myself. Authentic say na defense. Make you watch my back. Now wait till you they see, yeah. Unless you have the sense, you go learn to pretend. Do not run away. Kindness over than you. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I say. That is why I say. That is why I know. Kindness over than you. Samara, ta ta ta, kicks another. Boomba. See, I come back again to tell people say, now here we dey. We don't come to stay. I say no retreat, no surrender. We live in be, but no arrange. Look at the soldiers killing innocent Biafrans every day. Look at this clan is killing innocent Christians every day. It's a penny me, it's a penny me, it's a penny me. Chukwaki Kobiama, Pateranya say the matter. I know Ginaka, that is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I know. That is why I say. That is why I talk. That is why I know. Kindness over than you. Mazi Isaiah Uba Biafran nile ayisigi gabaniru onye kaya kacha weli feneme onye nna ya neju n'oyi neju kwa mawaja. You are whiter than snow, We stand where you stand. We say no secret trial. Onyinye Chukwu Esosika Osiki Ohamadike. No secret trial.
All right, thank you very much once again. Thank you for coming around, and as you are coming in here, please share this and let our people know that we are here. Thank you very much once again for coming. My name is Mazi Isaiah Uba. Of course, I'm reaching you from where I am residing on the 1st of August 2023, and of course we are live here. I'm live here, as I always says. We will always come to you when it's necessary. Anytime it's necessary, anytime there is need for us to come here, definitely we're gonna come here, because we are leading our people. Our people are looking upon us. A lot of expectation, hopes are being, being expected from us. So we cannot afford to disappoint our people. Our land is under siege, seriously under siege, and there is danger on the horizon, and we must keep our people on a very important alert. It's very, very important. I'm supposed to be in my work, and I left everything that I'm doing just to be outside my comfort zone, to just come to you, to reach out to you this afternoon. Please, as you're coming in, share this. This is very, very important. It's very, very, very important. What we are doing is not a child's play. What we're doing is to protect our people and the Biafra restoration. Very, very important. We are getting at a very point, at the very end of days, and you have to be alive to get there. Is very, very important. As you're coming in here, please share this video, let our people know, bring them around, share them in every platform. We are very, 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 very going to expose every thing that it needs to be exposed. We cannot allow our people to be be killed. We cannot allow our people for their life to be sniffed out of them. We are not going to allow that. What happened to 1967, before even 1967, we are not going to allow that to happen on our people this very time. And it is our duty to keep our people informed at every given time. If you're looking at the mainstream media, you're not going to get it. We'll be overrun overnight. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, must be free. The leader of Ipob is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That title cannot be extinguished from him. We are not going to allow anybody to rub that on the mud. We are not going to allow anybody, either individual or group, we are not going to allow you to rubbish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Ipob. We are not going to let you do that. Understand it. And if you're doing whatever you're doing, thinking that Ipob, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or lead by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is going to back down on this Biafra restoration quest, you are wasting your time. We have said this, and I am repeating this again. We have said this. With or without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra must be restored. We are not going to back down. Understand it. Regardless what the enemy are doing, regardless they are gang up, regardless they are grouping anywhere, they are plotting their evil plan against Ipob, against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Either with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are not backing down. Just bear that in mind. No matter what you're doing, just bear that in mind. We have made up our mind. We are not going to continue to bear the identity of Nigeria any longer. Understand this, and we are making it very clear to the world. No matter what the British are doing, no matter what they are cooking with the Nigerian government, with some Igbo, corrupt Igbo politicians, you are not going to succeed. We are not going. We have over 70 million people. 70 million. It's 70 million. You can't kill all of them. If you have tried this 1967, you could not extinguish the entire race of Biafra or Igbo race. You cannot do it now. You cannot succeed now. It's very, very important we let the British know. We are not owing you British. We are letting the world know we are not owing British. We have no business with the Britain. We can have business transaction in future if it's necessary. The British must leave Biafra land. British must allow Biafran people to breathe. British government should allow us to breathe in our land. We are not coming to England to take your land. We did not come into England to invade your land. We are not terrorist people. We are indigenous people of Biafra, and we are living in our space. Chukwu Kikabiama gave to us. British, we did not find you in England. You are the one that find us where we are staying, and you slaughtered us 1947 to 1945. You killed us 1967. You planned the coup that you used to sniff the life out of Biafran people because of your hatred, because of your jealousy, because of the resources we have in our land, in our own land, not in people's land, in our own land. You waged war against us. You slaughtered us. Over 7.2 million people. We have the record here. We are not quoting. We have the record here. And since then, you have been killing us till now. The amalgamation of 1914 has expired. British, the amalgamation of Nigeria, the southern and the western and the rubbish protectorate that you're not protecting anybody have expired. Leave us alone, Britain. Britain will leave us alone. We are letting the world know now that British should leave us alone and stop the killing and the annihilation of our people. Stop it, Britain. Stop it, Britain. We are calling your name out. British, stop what you're doing in our land. You cannot be harvesting our organs. You cannot be killing us. You cannot be annihilating us in our own land. What is wrong with you doing business with Biafrans rather than killing them, rather than instigating hate, telling other tribe, telling other region in Nigeria to hate a particular race in your so-called protectorate? You call it protectorate. Britain, you created Nigeria and call it protectorate. Are you protecting Biafrans today? You claim that you practice democracy, and we have not seen that. All the history that I've laid my hands on here, the people that I have spoken to here, they said British are obsessed in killing people, using force and killing people. And ordinary British people don't even know about this. Do you guys know? They don't know. With the information I have here, I am doing researches. I am contacting people. I am reaching out to white people, and also people that I live in their land. I also reach out to them. I speak with them on a daily basis. I ask them their view on Britain. None of them speak good about Britain. None of them speak good about British. I have spoken to 1,000 people here, white people, even the British people themselves. British, what is your obsession with the Biafrans and the Igbo race? We are asking you this. What is your obsession? What is this thing you're using Nigeria as a cover to suppress and kill Igbo people or Biafrans? What is it? What is the business we had with you that the Fulanis will steal the country? You to the extent the country, their president died. You went outside. You went outside Nigeria, your protectorate, and bring an imposter to govern the country for 6 years. And that is not enough for you, Britain. And now you came with your boy, claiming that you want to establish, you want to develop Igbo land. And I'm asking you, Britain, what is Mazi Nnamdi kind of agitation for? If you want to develop Igbo land, you claim that you want to develop Igbo land through your high commissioner, a very corrupt people. You want to develop Igbo land. What is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agitating for? Isn't it for developing Igbo land? Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not a British citizen? We are asking you, Britain or British. We are asking you, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not a British citizen? What is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agitating in the first place? Isn't it the development of Igbo land? Isn't it what he's been agitating for? You connive, you go and kidnap him. A high commissioner is talking about Igbo development. You love Igbo land. You want to develop Biafra land. But a British citizen, the court have discharged and acquitted in the same country where you are. As a high commissioner, a British citizen, he never said anything about it. And he loved Igbo people. He loved Biafra land. He loved Ali Igbo. And some so-called our Igbo politicians, Ohanes and Igbo, went and take a picture with this man disgracing themselves. This boy. And the man is Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody that is sick. Certified that he's sick. Court have discharged and acquitted him. And Nigerian government has said that they love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They want to treat him. So you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why don't you leave him? The court have discharged and acquitted. Let him go and treat himself. What is wrong with that? We are asking you, what is wrong with that? Allowing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the court have discharged and acquitted. You love him. You want him to live. You want him to get a healthy life. But the court have discharged and acquitted him. Why do you want to keep him in detention and then treating him as a guinea pig or what? And British are looking at these things. British government are looking at these things and they are ignoring it. An Igbo man won election in Nigeria. British is the man that won election in Nigeria. Is a British citizen. Peter B is a British citizen. Peter B is a British citizen. Did Peter B not come to the Daniel Street? Did Peter B not meet Archbishop of Canterbury? But the British Prime Minister is one of, in fact, the first person that congratulated Tinubu, who did not win the election. The European electoral observers were in Nigeria giving a report. Americans were giving a report that election was fraud. It's the worst experience they have ever gotten anywhere in the world. But British government, your prime minister congratulated somebody who did not win election against somebody who win election because he's from Biafra, he's from Igbo land. And you love Igbo people, you want to develop your land. How are you going to do that? And you said that you're going to build the economy. British, you are building the economy of Nigeria since 1914. How far have we gone? Can we tell us what we can be? We can look at in Nigeria today and be proud of British presence in Nigeria. What we gain? Is it your religion that you brought to us? Is it your fragmentation or is it your amalgamation, or is it your protectorate? Which one are we going to be proud tomorrow that this is what we gain from Britain or British during their colonial time? Tell me one thing. Other than instigating other tribes, other regions to hate Igbo people, to hate Biafrans. Instigating hate. But you talk about, human rights. You talk about, democracy. British, we are asking you. Do you know what? I don't blame you. I blame the fools that are dancing your dance. I blame the fools. I blame the fools. And I'm very happy today that somehow, after nearly how many years? Nearly 10 years or 15 years now, Africans are waking up. The British will be, I told you British, you will be disgraced out of Nigeria or Africa. In our land, you will be disgraced out of that place. Mark my word today. We don't care. We don't give a toss. British, you will be disgraced. You will be disgraced out of Africa, Britain, for evil that you have committed, for the blood, innocent blood that you have shaded in our land, allowing Nigerian government going every now and then adopting and killing our people, and you never said anything. You went and meet these old saboteurs. Never want to engage the Igbo youth, Biafran youth. British, what stop you from engaging Biafran youth? What stop you? Why going after these old people who are 70 to 80 years? How many of African high commissioners that are summoning meeting in Britain? I want British people who might be listening to this or who will come across this later on. Ask your government how many high commissions that are summoning meeting in Britain. How many? African high commissioners. But you come to Nigeria, you do with impunity. You summon meeting with the military, you summon meeting with the governors, you summon meeting with the traditional rulers, you summon meeting with the prasettas, you summon meeting with police, you summon meeting with the Niger Delta militants. You summon everywhere, you run everywhere. And you're saying that Nigeria is independent. They are practicing democracy. When you see the law enforcement fighting in the court, disgracing themselves. You see law enforcement fighting their fellow colleague in the court, where you know the place you in ordinary person can actually have access. Even a crippled man, a leprosy person that's supposed to have access in the court. This is where people who claim to be professionals in their job, having Jericho AK-47, having high-powered rifles in a place that is civil area of the people, a place for the ordinary people. These people came there tearing their clothes up before the civilians, harassing people. And this is the country, Nigeria. This is the country, Britain, you are proud of. This is the country that you want people to hold their identity and be walking around as Nigerians. You are seeing this thing happening over the social media. You're seeing the law enforcement themselves violating the law themselves, not the civilians. They are the law, the people that made the law, and they are the one violating it. Britain, you are proud of this. You'll be disgraced. We will continue to expose your presence in Nigeria, in Africa. Britain, we will continue to expose your presence in Africa until you leave. Until you disgracefully leave our people alone. As long as you continue to kill our people, support those that are killing our people, supporting Nigerian government to be violating the right of the civil people, indigenous people, we will continue to expose you in your country here. We will continue to let the world know what you are doing in Nigeria. And I'm very happy that we have met people here, well meaningful people, who said that what Katrina Lang did in Nigeria is an embarrassment to the Britain, to the world, not even only to British. They are following what we are doing. And they are also on ground. In British, if you like, lie as much as you like, use your BBC, talk your rubbish as you normal, lie to the high heaven. The people are on ground and seeing what is going on. Let me go to where the reason why I'm here today. One of the reasons why I'm here. Biafrans, as you're coming in, please, Biafrans, share this. It's very, very important. The recent happenings. This is the work of enemy. We have been warning about this. They are coming to harm Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Ipob. And British are behind this. They are behind this. You see the guy they call special counsel. You see the guy that call himself special counsel. We've been trying to hold ourselves for a very, very long time now, not to, you know, wash some certain things on the public. But it seems that the guy is, as long as he's an agent, he will continue doing what he's doing. All right. As long as he's an agent. And he's not going to stop. I'm telling you, Biafrans. What we are saying here is to bring the awareness and let our people to be very, very at alert. It's very, very important. We are fighting a fight for survival. I now logons. There's no, we don't have any backup. We are on our own. Understand this. We are trying our best here in the diaspora to make sure that the message is, you know, is gone out to the public, so that people, ordinary people here, will understand what is happening. Because what happened in 1967, they are the one reporting everything, lying. They said that, you know, the airland at sea blockade in Biafra land, 1967. Do you know what they call it here? They call it famine. When people were dying. This is what British are telling the people, the public here, that was a famine in a tropical area. Tropical. We are in a tropical area of Africa. How can anybody lie to that level that we are suffering famine? Where vegetables grow naturally, water leaf grow naturally, ugu grow naturally without even planting them. Green grows naturally in Africa, not here that you cultivate them. And British, we are feeding the public here with their BBC megaphone, telling the people that is what is happening as they put air, land, and sea blockade against our people In the process, we lost to 7.2 million, the highest genocide in the world, the highest genocide. And they still have their agent they are using. He didn't want to respect himself. He called himself, special counsel, not a special counsel to our leader, but special counsel to the infiltrator, chief infiltrator. I'm going to expose a little bit what he said on Arise TV that is very, very detrimental and dangerous. You will know that the guy have come to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am saying this without mixing words. Biafrans must understand this. And the Nigerian government and Nigerian, their cohorts should also, and British should also follow up right now and understand the anger on Biafrans right now. I see the comments all over the place, and you people are trying. Our people, you people are trying. At least you guys are becoming what? You guys are now understanding that these people are plotting to come and eradicate us. That is the plan. Eradicate us as a race. I don't know where their hatred is coming from. Only Chukwukabiama knows where the British and Nigeria is getting their hatred against our. I don't know. I don't know what we have done to these people. I don't know. They collect tithe money, they collect church money, they collect airplane for you to buy a ticket, to come to Africa or to come to Biafra land. We are paying the highest among every other race in this world to come to visit our place. They siege us everywhere. They took our resources, they pollute our land, they destroy our ecosystem, they don't allow us to rest. We don't have road, we don't have water. Now, ordinary security, they are the one funding insecurity and using some foolish people. What this guy came to do on Arise TV is very, very bad, very dangerous. What he came to do. And remember, this man called himself a special counsel defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So some certain information he'll be dishing out will be considered as a Ezuoku. This is something that is very dangerous that we need to pay attention to. We need to inform our people. Some of the things this man that came out from this man, anybody watching it in the whole area, this thing okuru, anybody will be considering it's not always okuru, because when you defend the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, according to him. But there is a tweet he made. There is a layers of infiltrators, the way the zoo arranged them. They came layers by layers. I am telling you, I am giving you analysis after you watch this. Go and sit down and reflect on what I said here today. And I know the leadership will be coming in the next coming few hours or days to address this matter. But I'm here as well to encourage our people to remain strong and focused and keep an eye on the ball. Don't get distracted. Keep an eye on the ball. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra referendum. This is what we're asking for now. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra referendum. Nothing more, nothing less. We are not going for violence, but we must keep an eye. We are letting the British to know the anger on our people now, and we must exercise that. The anger, everybody must be on social media blasting these people. Anywhere you see them, in these infiltrators. Anywhere you blast them out of the water. These people came layers by layers. The way they arranged them. The first set will go, you think that you have defeated that one. You don't know there's another layers in. This is how infiltrators operate. You remove this one, you think that you have dealt with them. Then you don't know there is another one. And you don't know there is another one. And you don't know. It's only a question of time. Discover how intelligent in what you're doing. They use these infiltrators to surround Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they have been working very hard. Exactly the same reason how they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to isolate. Alright? They isolate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to isolate him from his DOS, hierarchy officers. We need to let our people know, because I think we have held back enough. In the next coming days, we'll be coming out to let our people know what transpired. These people go through America, work with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for many years. They trailed on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I mean, they were following him, planting people all over, every angle, everywhere possible. Even they planted some of them in the DOS before we start identifying them. Before his kidnap. After Mazi Nnamdi Kanu surfaced in Israel, that trail they start working on him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they came from America. They planned them also in DOS. They were monitoring our meetings. They were monitoring what we are saying. They were giving out. People like Tarinemi, I need to mention that one, obviously. That one, at least you people can see that one on the public. Even also, they get the guy who put him on the radio. And softly, he was attacking the movement from the radio as well. Imagine somebody who is a broadcaster to IPOB, to Biafra Restoration. He's also using the same radio and attacking the leadership and also attacking the people in a subtle manner that you need to be clever to decode what he was doing on the radio. And we were monitoring. He think that we are foolish, because after the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are trying, the leadership is working round the clock till this very moment to know and you will be shocked with the amount of information we have at our disposal. We cannot say all of them here. We are here, a lot of things. You people, I know a lot of people are going at this struggle. A lot of people also, because of the shock of the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a lot of people died because out of the shock of the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My man is going to Jaka. None of all of you know Maha. It was a shock and heart attack that killed the guy. He went in and he couldn't wake up. A lot of people, I received, me myself, recover from it now. Is anybody recovering from it? So they planted all these people all over the place. So even when you deal with the first layer, you don't know there is another layer. You don't know. I don't know how many layers they have. To the extent you get to the one they call the special counsel. If you have watched, I am revealing something that you will go and watch if you have the videos. Gagele video, the body language of the special counsel. Mobe kuti ni court. Obata the court. Iga unheki ampawu to take a picture with Onyendu. Oh heki amba. There is one that I'm trying to find a video where Onyendu was trying to make contact with him with the eyes. About Onyendu na choko lete anya, kayale anya yale yako. Aso onye shini mebe hetari apota, and onye ka wakwane special counsel ne kune makia. So ha bo ahu go na court now. At least for the is an open place. Imuri ke onye gara oku no onye pechite ono. Somehow at least you can easily carry that place. So that is one of the videos I'm now watching. Onyendu, that one he sat on the handrest of the couch, watching on our court, or the special counsel. Onyendu was trying to this guy was not paying attention to Onyendu. He wasn't. On alone see a picture. He post go post picture na public. And the video was recording it. You don't even know here a camera sometimes. Oh, you may watch a camera, you might hear behind the scenes. Oh, some certain things you will not expect. You'll be shocked when you have a camera capture it. Onyendu was turning. Now turn no about she call letter sometimes say court. The man was busy posing himself. Can I see a picture from all corner? Here, I call some of my colleagues. Say, nah, no come on. All of the adequate, I will record. Unumra observe him no no lucky the lucky. So there are some certain things. Where is your for there's something. Sometimes you can see his right of contradicting. Go by say your for man I see all now walk man I walk with this guy how to walk man or can walk man. You can't be writing something that somehow detrimental to here by the stage of as well. Report to position at one channel now, because soon natural maka onye peta na nwuronwe this man. But okay, there's something very manatu it oba here there. Obiati na onye nduziri ozi. Now, ihula na onye nduziri barrister Jofozi. Now, ke ikwe onye ndu ga-ezikwe at the same time oziri barrister Jofo, ị ga-abịa kwa na public be there to confuse people na agent. Na ọrụ na inwe ulterior motive. Ọrụ na onye barrister Jofo gara aga meet onye ndu today be there si na ahụ onye ndu just couple of hours ago. And then just call at the same couple of hours already. If be there your own. Now, ihula misinformation about all over the place. Because he be there your own to contradict Kenyima Akuru. Because people go with special counsel. Do you see what we're saying? People go with special counsel. In a Huzi Barrister Jofo, in a major Koluko that is just ordinary lawyer. You know, again 1 year with a special one. So young woman the very, very detrimental. We are letting our people we are fighting for a survivor. Although now for personal interest, I can't leave my job for 10 years now. I never made the same thing. Every time the same thing. Our people are go. A lot of people are at this struggle and go for this struggle. So it's to us, it's even a suicide mission to abandon this struggle after these people have died. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu we will continue. We will continue. We are not doing whatever we are doing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but at the same time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we need to save him from this man. From the plot to this man they are using him to achieve. Now, this man here, from time to time we have given report that whatever Ekperima is doing, the criminal in Finland is doing, has nothing to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has nothing to do with IPOB. He's not a member of IPOB. He doesn't come to our meeting. He doesn't contribute to our IPOB. He doesn't show anything on achievement. All not agitation for Biafra. According to him, if you want to do that, I have no problem. But don't attach IPOB. We are registered here to your criminal activities or to whatever you're doing. Don't attach IPOB, because there are people who register IPOB across nearly 120 countries in this world. Ebony IPOB represents. Even where he is in Finland, IPOB is registered there and documented. You cannot commit a crime and pin it on the people. You can't do something and pin it on the people who are registered in the system. Or this is possible. And you are expecting those people to accept it. Why you don't come to their meeting? You do not take oath with them. You are not participating in every activities outreach. You can't commit a crime. You not know YPOB. You not in a mere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you want to do your agitation, do it alone. Do it with your people. They convince you. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should convince people like us. But don't do something and ask me to take responsibility of it. This is what we are letting the world know. That Simon Ekperima, Simon Ekpa, or whatever you call him, is not a member of IPOB. He doesn't represent IPOB. He has answered ESN. He has answered Autopilot. He has answered M-Branch. He has answered Dragon. He has answered spokesperson. He has answered different kinds of them, everything. So how do you, which name can you say that this is a person that you're following? Representing IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There's no attachment. There's no there's no nickname. There's no Mazi Chinasamworu Chinasamworu. It doesn't miss it. None of us Abanim is Abanim. Then Nachi is Nachi. All of everybody. We answered our name as the way it is. There's no guy name because we are registered. We are real people. If anything happen, you can now come to us and ask us or hold us accountable because we have our names. Now this guy is all over the place, running amok. Now go to Biafra land, say that he's doing what. Take children, puppies. Do you want me to turn the camera here so you can see children playing here? Police are around everywhere here. Cameras are everywhere here. Watching these kids playing around here. Imagine somebody here bringing a AK-47, pulling these kids out from this playground here, lying them down with their guardians and flogging them. Say that you're doing it to film as Nnamdi Kanu. Now you got me in my village. You see in enforcement of sit at home. Sit at home and you discuss. Ask her for it. Our people wholeheartedly accepted it because there was a reason why we asked for it in the first place. And our people wholeheartedly accepted it and honored it without no harassment, no enforcement, no nothing. That shows you that these people want to be free from, they are tired of what is happening to them in Nigeria. Our leader himself, when we brought this record to him, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, okay, I really understand what is going on. I really understand that you guys are concerned. Now I am here. I am leading this movement. And I want you people to call this sit at home off. I am giving you direct order. I want you to see, look, the people observed it. There's no problem. When we sent this message back to him, he came back again, said, I stand on what I'm saying, call it off. We went back again the third time. He said no, he's not changing his mind. That is the time we decided, okay, it was something that devastated IPOB leadership. And some of you who are following, who are IPOB members on ground, and Biafrans themselves, they were devastated that we called that off. We said that this is an order from Onyendu himself. We couldn't have called it off. Suspend it and use it on this particular date that he will be coming to court. And now somebody went and grabbed it and start, using it to terrorize our people. Some of you know here, when this guy was bragging all over the place on his platform, saying that, do you know that I know what is in the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know that I know what is in the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I can go to his heart, get out what is in heart, and I will implement it. I will use it. Do you know? Can you do that? I know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows it was the special counsel was the one meeting Onyendu. Whatever that we pass a message we sent to him or sent through Barrister Jofo to get to Onyendu, he will now, once Onyendu reply to us, he will take it immediately. Before the message will get to the leadership, he will take it immediately to Ekperima. Ekperima now will bring his whiskey, come on the social media and start dancing. And that will also frustrate the leadership to implement the directive Onyendu because it is now at the table of Ekperima. The information is there already with him. Now it will look like you are dragging your strategies with somebody and you don't know how he got it. There's a time that the leadership summoned this special counsel to question him over his activities. He claimed that he the leadership on Webiano. But he's the same man who, the head of Directorate of Indigenous People of Biafra, the same man is the man who came and said that one how did he speak the English? One Mazi Isaiah. Even Isaiah is a small boy. Even Isaiah is a no job man. Because this has been a problem. To learn how to support your own has been the problem. Enemy and the British have used this to destroy our land. It doesn't matter lay a whole Britain, a small boy with the High Commissioner, regional control, do you see what we are saying? A small boy. That boy cannot stand here and talk when I'm talking. But do you see also the whole entire Britain? The send there, support wire, Yawuru, a High Commissioner. Now some on the meeting to our own elders who refuse to talk to us, who refuse to meet us and discuss with us. Summoning governors, meeting them. Governors that refuse to talk to us. This is exactly what happened. This guy special counsel will go and get the information and hand it over to this man. The guy will use it and make analysis. And people will be thinking that he's getting any information. So we thought that this small thing was also that, and when it gets to us, and once the DOS begin to analyze the information and the whole thing with the one is displaying, then the infiltrators in the DOS also was monitoring us and feeding back the guy. Do you see how the layers of infiltrators and saboteurs that we had all over the place? One of the danger, in fact, this one is even worse than what Ojukwu faced. Ojukwu had thousands of saboteurs. Check your history. Ojukwu saboteurs go. Still, he couldn't finish them. But now, how quadruple go? So we need to understand that sabotage every day today. Sabotage every day today. Ojukwu hunya hochaya baposo. Upon the. So these people were also on DOS, monitoring the reaction of the DOS, sending it to this guy. Ejimako, the special counsel, was on the other side, doing the same thing. Now, this guy started committing his crime with the sponsors of, some politicians and Nigerian government. Kidnapping, making Ali Igbo ungovernable, making Ali Igbo as a place where the kids describe Sambisa. Look at Ali Igbo, you and I came from Uzebane Kuzokun security. Or this insecurity can use a child's play to what is happening in the north. Because they want to take away the authority and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established on our people. That power Mazi Nnamdi Kanu handed over to our people that they used to exhibit this seat at home willingly. We had a rational destiny. Some of you do not know. Facebook is not letting me to see the comments very well to respond to some of those ones. Do you understand? This power, which the very first time all these politicians noticed that the power now have gone to the people officially is the seat at home. People willingly, when IPOB leadership announced it, people willingly, everybody watched it now. I want to participate. Willingly, people responded without anything. Nobody was killed. No attack, no property destroyed, nothing. That is the time the politicians begin to worry that the people have taken back the power. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is leading it. They become uncomfortable. The seat at home has been something actually destroy. And anytime you will not even respect it. But people, you have the power. However you see politics, power belongs to the people. That is what we are telling our people here. Remain focused. Don't fall for the trap. Don't let them deceive you. IPOB build Ali Igbo to where we can bargain now, argue with some people. All that is. Now, I call out the whole Igbo politicians. I could go down. I could go all of them down. Mazi, please, I don't know who is calling. You have to wait. I will call you back, please. I don't want people to interrupt me on this. So I could go these politicians in their band. I could go hand go flat now. Ebi to go on that. Yeah, there's now. There's a guy who go. That challenge is that authority no la. Instead of figure now, challenge ye facing with the bigger one, and then use way that confuses our own people no law to support them. But they left the thing help us fight outside. There's no law, not just to convince us to go and log how and no one high send the half. Do you see the problem? They're supposed to engage with their colleagues up there, and then is it just been chosen support and you hold his own up. But rather, every ha duka that place. Meeti Allah. Leonard Joseph Kalu, remember when Joseph Kalu was sitting with him when Meeti Allah. Akwa duka. Ha sheba bra kwalota. You see them crying in the Senate. Bra kwalota ze bena lusisi ndo minu na ahia. Whatever, but one waka and Dara, Hana Warek and Katara, whatever, Wahanaka, Hana Gari Nima Habatu the Madonelu machine. Use what this idiot, also Niawo, the leader and the prime minister. But Biafrans came to Finland. You call them criminals. You know what he reported to the Finnish government, Finnish authority? That these people who are coming to Finland are terrorists. That is what we had the information. This is onya. That the Biafrans who came to Finland are terrorists. That is what police contacted us to ask us about the report to this boy where they were trying. But he's claiming that he's a Biafran. He's fighting for your freedom. He's claiming that he's fighting for freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the person's special counsel. That none of the same page with Ipob and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why this guy reported to the Finnish authority that Nnamdi protest in Finland na how terrorist organization, terrorist group. We had the report. They called us to verify about it. Whether my hybrid, neither me attack. The so-called special counsel. Did all of you know that he has been communicating this guy all this while? All these guys in America, he is in contact with them, reporting. You know, the siege was so massive. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu couldn't even escape it. The siege was so massive. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu couldn't even escape the siege on him. He couldn't escape it. They planted the people everywhere around him. Into the leadership. Now the worst thing happened at BMO, they isolated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the leadership. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nearly ceased communications because he believed that he has found a new or Mahana, these are criminals, government agent. A we go fund or Hana fondo. They peoples. They turned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nearly turned him against his structure. They nearly turned him against his structure. They kidnapped him, thinking that this man was one of the first people that they met with him. I know about the information. Nobody knows. Or quotation that he went to the mountain to collect 10 tablets to fool Biafrans with religion and they quote today. And Biafran was thinking that now, Onyendu no so with us. How they use it Twitter handle and then they post no get on air. They make Onyendu not inform his men where he's going and where his location is. And we don't ask him because happy the you know Onyendu once we pass information. We don't ask him where are you now? Where are you staying now? But these criminals know where Onyendu were. They were following him. The day the moment his siblings each messenger I will publish his siblings about me. Remember the first warning that Ekperima is a criminal. I have heard there. I pass it to the leadership. He is working with Ekperima. I don't know how somebody will work with a criminal against his own blood brother. For the life of me, I can not struggle to understand it. I can not struggle to get it. You refuse to work with people in the Kanu for all these years. We are not talking about a IPOB leadership of 1 year or 3 or 2 years. This leadership have worked with Onyendu for over 10 years. Protected this man. Until they brought this COVID-19, madam. Isn't it COVID-19? Isn't it the time after he kept mad? The special counsel, isn't it around that time? They plotted these people, monitoring Onyendu. We are giving you facts that you will go and check. The whole public that's supposed to know. The leadership is there. You went and wrote a tweet that that he went to the, but you have the information that from the moment the second Mandikewu chief financial officer manage this man. We called them, we asked them. We don't want to say something now till Onyendu apata. That is why they don't want Onyendu to come out, because all of you see, they will not come to Biafra land for doing this to our people. And look at how many people who grow like Nnamdi today. Look at our people here who grow. They walked it. They invaded the space of IPOB. Brainwash our leader. Channel his mind another place. As soon as Onyendu isolate from the nation, this is exactly what happened. As soon as they isolated Onyendu from Ebe Kovarian, immediately all these years Onyendu with us. Even in Israel, to Israel, how did the leadership protected him all for over a year before he has offense in Israel? Did you people so I need to read Onyendu, and I hear that time where here until in the America then until chief council abatazie. I will say back. This is what these people did. This is the evil they committed. The special counsel made tweet to deceive the public. It's a crime, offense, a serious offense. Why he made that tweet alone is a serious offense against him before our people. For deceiving the public in overseas here is a serious offense to mislead. Even when you're giving your information here, they will tell you to sign that all the reports you're giving here, all the details you're giving here is not lie. You will sign it. Go and check in the Western world. Talk less of somebody deceiving the entire public. Writing a tweet. Now, Machagari here and there, they can something. Now he went to Arise TV. After IPOB, on the man tag nine with terrorists, we went and win an award here because of the broadcast and the expose that you cannot call IPOB a terrorist organization and you win an award here. Or this is possible, the whole world or among other nations, millions of people. IPOB won the best, not award, the best performance. The best performance among other nations. The best, not I will go to my wall, you see it. Amata again the war terrorism index. How dare you call this organization that have registered and be paying tax and doing everything with the other nations, other society? How dare you tag them terrorists? Who told you to do that? Our people in Australia, they take you up. They blocked me. I think I posted it. What terrorism they blocked me for linking them to the video and evidence. How dare you tag us terrorists? How dare you put our name in the list of terrorists? After all this thing, they came and apologized to IPOB. After we presented all the Perimas group activities they now realize the Ekperima is different from IPOB. Last Sunday, you saw our meeting. This is how IPOB has been doing their meeting for over the years. Never intimidated anybody. Never harassed anybody. Never come for the head of anybody. Never said kill anybody. This is how we have our meeting. People will come to meeting and enjoy and have a happy days. This guy I put out from nowhere. From the sponsor and 3 water gawani ma hana babu send them mad apio mwanyi e kidnap on them mad abul on them mad hoku. This is not our signature. You people know us all these years. We try and convince the whole entire world that this is not who we are. This guy is an agent. And God so kind. He accepted to be autopilot leader. They are autopilot. Now, from autopilot, he claimed to be Biafrans in exile. Another win-win for IPOB as well. Now, it's separate to go chaff from the corn. It's a go to go chaff from the wheat. So, you know, whatever criminal in exile. So, now it's no longer IPOB. Also going on as an autopilot criminal in exile. So, Mazi Nnamdi is completely leading IPOB that have their branches, their family group everywhere, and they do have their meetings every now and then. And they make their contribution of monthly dues. The whole world sees what we do in the public. We don't hide. Our meetings are being aired everywhere. England, if they do air their own. IPOB in Ireland, they do air their own. France, everywhere. You see their meetings online. Pictures everywhere. We don't terrorize. We don't kill anybody. After World Terrorism Days, apologize and remove IPOB from that list, which Nigerian government is working to use it to nail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why they employ what they call state of execution. To continue to detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to find a reason to nail him, to kill him. But his siblings were supporting this idiot. The siblings were busy attacking the leadership who are doing this effort everywhere. Paying their monthly dues, me and paying it today. IPOB members, honorable ones, honest ones are paying it today, their monthly dues. Somebody will come on air. Somebody, that idiot they called Honor in South Africa, will give airspace. And we will claim he's a barrister, he's this. Somebody will come there and said, I am not answerable to the leadership of IPOB. I am not only Onyendu. So, why you are saying to this, why you are saying this to Biafrans that you are not loyal or answerable to the leadership? Because you have ulterior motive. So when Nnamdi Kanu, then you will be on you will carry the money IPOB na atokta gaga na enwona anwere but umu okorobia dey manage na hajo nwe akwe. So if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are communicating, so who are you as so Biafrans IPOB leadership now who their day-to-day affairs? How do you want IPOB leadership to ferry or to check on them? To take care of Ndebru Moha, Nandebru Munyaha, Nandebru Diha. How do you want IPOB leadership to take care of, which are they are the one taking care of these people, even when Onyendu is still with us? You came on a radio platform, IPOBs are contributing money to, and you are saying that you are not answerable to anybody after you have collected their monthly dues. And somebody will open the radio after she do that announcement, she will disappear. The radio will close. No news, no nothing, no analysis. Another couple of days, she will come out again. The idiot will open the platform. Radio I know now where the idiot himself is being paid as well. Because I know go on one home for pre bono. No claim where you body say all we hold at an IPOB. Go agro the same way which I'm for the today. Which I'm for use reg IPOB go school ogro. That what is here. Then I was in the Azoriana school, near Nazo here. Undi believe. At their blood. I know not to go for the hand in the process. It doesn't not I was in iPunk. He did bold enough after on social media. These are iPunk. Now how terrorists? After you have collected their money, use it to educate yourself. To become your so-called barrister and the lawyers. What was it you know amazing now? Lawyers and barristers go to court. No way you know chetra. He doesn't know I wasn't iPunk, now I wasn't the believer. Now how terrorists? Somebody use record these people to better his life. The same idiot to the human in South Africa. So you are making other broadcasters to look like they're stupid. They don't know what they're doing. You're the one did this smart. Now, a barrister as your special counsel. The special counsel on his platform. Now, guys, in Arise TV, after we have battled all this blackmail, this trap they laid for the IPOB, after we have battled it and get rid of it, get apology from these people. Now, this guy immediately, guys, in Arise TV, while Onyendu Akaji Onyendu, instead of him to be talking about much of, the anger of the people, the displeasure of the people, disobeying the court order, you have at least opportunity to say all these things on the national TV. The whole world is watching. Disobeying the court order. He didn't do it. You ended up saying that the same people who is condemning Ekperima's criminal activities in Biafra land. Now how would the same actually totally ignoring the leadership? He never mentioned that there are structures Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left. Do you see how they are pushing the IPOB to this man, to Ekperima? Do you see how this special counsel trying to divert IPOB to Ekperima? And Ekperima now controlling whatever he's doing is the same people. He's doing it on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now will be charged with the crimes of Ekperima, because the special counsel have said that he's working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are the same. The members and the followers are the same. While you and I are here every time condemning the criminal activities of that guy, how do you now tell me that I'm the same with these people who are killing, who go and pull out puppy from the school and be flogging them, flogging the teachers, damaging people's livelihood, burning their houses? Now, how do you now attribute that to me? And you're telling me that I'm the same with them? How dare you? You are claiming you're a special counsel. How dare you do that? How dare you attribute that to IPOB? And you people want us to keep quiet? You people want us to keep quiet? What is this man who claimed that he's a special counsel? How dare he go and say that I'm part of this idiot? Why I am here every time tweeting and condemning his criminal activities and his harassment against our people? He went on a national television and said that we are the same people, and therefore say labeling it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that the court have discharged and acquitted, saying that the crime has been committed by him, ignoring the leadership. And we're letting our people know that this is the worst thing, this is dangerous this man have done to our people. So now they will now go and take what this special counsel, who also in the same court, who also said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Now they will take what he said on national television. They will raise the was in the court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are innocent. This is special counsel. Ogabena court actually na they say onye accused. He didn't even say that Ekperima have claimed prime minister in exile. He didn't say that. Ekperima completely said that he is the prime criminal in exile. Why did this special counsel didn't say that? How dare you now say that the so-called prime criminal who said that he lead autopilot is the same with IPOB? Why the structure of IPOB? Do you see how they want to suppress the leadership? Do you see it? They want to suppress it and present you with the prime criminal in exile autopilot. Now he now forcing Ekperima to accept, to implicate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that the guy is disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, therefore attributing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is leading a violence organization, and this guy is a disciple of the type of crime on our committee. So basically, no money, Nnamdi Kanu, no disciple. Do you see how detrimental? Can you connect it? Can you connect it? If you have not watched that, go and watch that. That is why I come out here today. I left a very important thing that I'm doing just to come out here to let our people to expose this. that we need to stop this. We need to stop this man before he killed all of you. Because the only line of defense now in the whole Alibo now IPOB. That is what is left for our people now. Political field now. Representative there. Hana honor here because how who gonna hear it no way how water na ebo mun na hano. So here will na me ba na here will hana ku does na here want support from mun na. Do you get the point? So here now once they destroy the IPOB and the leadership, once they destroy here, how does after Mazi Kanu? And this man have taken the contract to do that. You see how he operates like he's releasing Mazi Kanu. He got this email. So for you to relax until you get to the target about Mazi Kanu pieces. This is what you see he came to Arise TV to come and do. Now he's telling you that he's very strange. He's writing, he's there, he's speaking grammar for you guys. This is somebody now who up to $5,000 in America. He got you can head from America. Of course, you grow law. You don't know grow law. How try in America? So, of course, even in Nigeria, or in Nigeria, who a legitimate country, would this man come and practice law in the zoo after having such bad record? So, you want a bad record in Nigeria, you be practicing law. Eh? Again, another country, you want a bad record. Actually, as a barrister, actually close all your destiny account. Napogia certificate. If there was now, there's been a special counsel. Enuzia against the Mazi Kanu could deal. Ega could the financial officer and you got any go for this amount of $20,000. Somebody now who up to 5,000 or go 5,000 naki or one whole long in America. He does in IPOB now was a millionaire, not be Nebuzego. He does any line on Mazi Kanu suffer for years. Oh, Kunuma. Mazi Kanu no me on him. Oh, Kunu and Mazi Kanu no gawa, no one could no how untouchable. Never logra no way. Mazi Kanu azahu. Precautions on they take it from the leadership because of Unua Batarianime. Una convince Yaga was a happy zone in a public. Oh, Unua me. After Poputaria. No one there gave me oh una poputazie we are near confidence so garari anyhow. What garari anyhow. Una man go no man location everything about him. There's a kunu boy or the finance before they work before they bulonyandu ya bilabine claim I'm answerable to anybody nobody except Mazi Nnamdi. While I can actually Mazi Nnamdi can yell on air then I say I don't answer to anybody. I don't answer to come to send there from here. That somebody say you are not so through the money on he receives. This man again now national television went to national television just to make this blonde right there. You want us to accept this? You want us to accept it? We went to Finland. You see us submitting our letter there to distance ourselves from these criminal guys. No one here will we went and tell the Finland Akwa citizen Akunu said to son there commit with terrorism. My boduno demma my betty Dawana village ani bina bando on the Morocco bina kidnap on the mad no but on no boduno so bad. Silekwan letter Kaingwa Kunu na Kanya de Kwahana Awokwanwa Dirie. One of us, he should come out tonight in Finland here to talk with us. So Kunu Mara no one you are serve. But he didn't. He reported to you that this group of people here are more terrorists. Now, the same special counsel are Gazian and national television. Gazeka coin is here. That na this guy name. Nandine follow Mazi Kanu. While I know here, you see them calling us Biafra here. You see them calling the USS are criminals. You see us calling IPOB are criminals. You see us them calling them that we are this, we are that. Now the same people on national television now the same people doing so attributing all the crimes a Perimana committee. Enforcement assistance to home. No more sit at home. A guys no wuzi. I know what the yes, no one with us, no one with IPOB, no one Mazi Kanu. So one you did more babu Enugu. So there is Niji Gawane Enugu. Egran get meeting Enugu governor, Gelia Pachofuma. una me plan unu statement ige ja be na Rise TV mecha plan unu ofuma ya nye una ashicha otunu ge che kono ke kota Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what he did, because before he made that statement, me to go Enugu governor. Then his intro that said that was a perimayaji. Akwamba kunu jimra not all in connection na hana chat yele perimana chat. I am talking based on here. Akwahama wo lawyers. Am I making up any story? All we hope that national television and quick I know here. From what he said is what we are judging him from. From what he said, Anna Adriana as a special counsel, or Gagawana court and Guzosi, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I do quite homely. But you are attributing the crime of a perima to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How does that make sense? You are blackmailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the defending. But the crime of perima in as on a mere. Why don't you go to caution that guy? For over 2 years to caution that guy, to sue him for using his name committing crime. He may hear he does now. He said he made that he does a crime and I commit no now work no a disciple. You did not even describe him. You open prime criminal in exile. Why did you not attribute he himself isolating the lead group now prime criminal in exile? Why did you not say that on a national television? Now you reverse, the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu abandon Kembe. That disciple abandoned Kembe God no nearly a year now. Now that's the prime criminals in exile. Arrogated himself a prime criminal in exile. Then he decided here. There's now a push here to accept that disciple, because now don't even disciple now. In him in the wo, as my disciple, now I can name him, isn't it? Anyone true disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Are we killing anybody? Are we advocating for violence in Nigeria? Are we calling for anybody's head? Are we not going on a peaceful protest and having our meeting? They read disciples. Can you not see how they do? Now this idiot, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never a violence, so you never lead the violence organization. So that's why we are proud of following him. But this guy who claimed, where did he got his violence from? Where did he got AK-47 from? Can you not see his audio that is coming out all over the place, where he's talking about RPGs and then these people up? So you're saying that they are doing this for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have instructed you to sue this guy over his criminal record. Do you know that this man even opened a page that he called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu News and using it to sabotage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know that after this special counsel made this proclamation or claim that he's going to warning Ekperima? Do you know Ekperima wrote some things on Twitter that he deleted, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a madman? He's out of his sense. He's this, he's that, he's crazy, he's out of. He called him any kind of name. Immediately our people launch attack on him for seeing who this guy truly is. He went and deleted that write-up. Somebody captured it. I will post it after this broadcast. Somebody captured all his write-up. I sent it to the leadership. So the reason why I talk about it now, so when I post it, you will read it and understand what I'm saying. I may not explain it exactly verbatim. You will see what Ekperima, the person who captured all the tweets Ekperima in the last 24 hours and put it down, and the way he addressed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now you will ask Jimako, you will ask the special counsel, how do you now say that this guy is working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That is on the same page with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How dare you say this? Do you see what we're saying? That is why we come here to expose this. And that is why we say we are no longer going to keep quiet and allow this guy to continue. That the Biafrans must know that this is another infiltrator on a very high profile. Very high profile. All na this thing because infiltrators, they will play in a way that you will never understand them. They will contribute monthly dues. They will contribute everything you will never know it's them. Now how infiltrators? Oh, a slighted mistake I capture was how infiltrators. Muno dress smart. This is exactly all I hear linger and this long old linger. Some of you would have been calling for the head of the leadership of IPOB. Do you see how the infiltrators were coordinated? Do you see how we are fishing them out one after the other? From Madame Eluwao, from Oyibo, from the other one they call what's her name? Woman leader. All of them. All of, do you see gradually? Do you know? Look at how long it takes. But these people were blasting us out of water. The leadership. Out of water. Within the first week and the second week and third week, I discovered an onion they kidnap you. Reddition. The attack, I've never seen anything like that in my life. Our people are in Azondo. For no reason. Fall off for this guy. This guy used them. Intelligent people. Say, how can a legal practitioner be behaving like this on social media? Sign up in our diaspora here. No professional legal practitioner or legal minor Gana been a social media name is behave share it na social media every time no legal practitioner. It doesn't happen. Sorry, man. Sorry. No legal practitioner. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that way. And now go no a lawyer. Until you me unekusukoku no a lawyer now. Unekuoku no a lawyer. Unekuoku no a lawyer. Osini ya wo soldier. Ubu aga get glory galia soldier. Blue helmet. Ndi jagba igwe here. Na brag. Inaju. Ichufia na ko ware na ke. Naju no one folien. Till how long? Till how long? Till how long? No, me go nyunku no nyanta na anya with their special counsel. Now he said the Nyamaga say Nyawu special counsel to the Ekperima. He's claiming that Nyawu special counsel to Onyendu. Thereby Shiden Azu Brutus na asu Onyendu ma nike na asu ya. Ihe emre na awu to keep Onyendu ke keep in perpetuity ke di so ihe opera na awu the last card ke bu Onyendu. But he can coordination as soft to pedal innocent person. Leko Chine described the guy on a national television. Leko Chine no a disciple. A disciple. Why did that title he called himself a disciple? This guy have abandoned it for over 6 months now, 1 year. Now as a prime criminal in exile. Why did you not attribute his prime criminal in exile that he's giving order to his, demented followers to be going and causing nuisance in Biafra land? Why did you not attribute him as? Didn't you see newspaper carried it? That is the prime criminal. Did you not see it? Special counsel. Now, why you make it look so that they will be seeing a Ekperima as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No, with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, crime law committee. No, what a result of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, this is okay. Nigerian government and the British. For us, all we hear before, we tell people that any people who is acting criminality, catch the person and ask him who sent you. That is when you people start understanding that these people are criminals. What we are saying to British and Nigerian government now, leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free him as the court have said, and let's watch who will be acting as a kidnapper in Nigeria or in Alibo. Let's see. Akwa the same East came a very successful peaceful election. How come there was no violence there as they predicted? As you people expecting IPOB to have a violence organization? As you people, how come the election was successful in the whole East? except in the rivers where we are shooting INEC officers. How come? Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's see where these people will lay their hand and be claiming insecurity in Igbo land. That is what we are saying. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So let's see where this problem is coming from. Because see, all these politicians are acting using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are not talking about freeing him. They are not focusing much on freeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that he will not understand the insecurity they get behind Yako. But they'll be telling you about insecurity. Now, but free him now. Let's see. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let him go, as court have said. Now we can now count our stock and see who is causing the insecurity, and who will use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name and say that he's killing people or making enforcement or sit at home. This is how you solve problem. It happened Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there. Then antagonize the people who are asking for you to obey the court order, and people committing crime in his name. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, I want Biafra land to be calm. The so-called special counsel, he is claiming that this guy is a disciple. Now he's reinforcing, bringing back the disciple. No way disciple to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So he na chowi kowa na heni lome na Nnamdi Kanu were a violent person. So we disciple, he must be doing what he's doing, what you claim that he's doing, that is violence. So Ekperima is legitimate, being a disciple and killing people and enforcing people to sit at home. That is what you're telling us. I will come back again. This is where I'm going to round this off. This is what I wanted to say. And if any of you wish to call in, just for 2 minutes, I'm going to give about 2 minutes. If any of you wish to call in, the number is there. Call in and tell us what you think. Okay, somebody's calling. All right, let's see. Yes, and tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. I'm giving you only 3 minutes. 3 minutes, please. 3 minutes. Raise your voice, please, Mazi. Raise your voice.
Yeah. Are you hearing me, brother?
I can hear you now. Go ahead, please. Yeah.
Okay. Mazi Isaiah Uba. My name is Mazi Akas. I'm calling from Austria.
Thank you very much.
I am IPOB Austria National PRO.
Yes.
My beloved brother, I thank you for coming out to educate our people concerning what is really going on right now, concerning the so-called man who said he's the cancelled Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, trying to lure the name of this group, this organization that are peaceful, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who have said, I want Biafra land to be calm. I am here because I am fighting for my people. And this man, this so-called man, this idiotic man luring the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in telling the whole world that this this criminal that we have tried to disassociate ourselves with this criminality. A man who said he's a lawyer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said what this guy is doing, that he's deceptive with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is exactly what he's trying to say. This is exactly what he's trying to protect the world. And the disciples of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are the same thing with this criminal. So what this man is trying to tell the world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is ordering the killings of our people, destroying the poor women or in the market, killing pregnant women, kidnapping people in our land, killing them, selling their organs, snatching their cars. Is this man that there is a way to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Is it what he's trying to tell the world? When the whole world know that IPOB is peaceful, that we are agitated to free ourselves from this animal country called Nigeria, that all of us are suffering today. And is this the so-called man who said he's a lawyer? Mazi, if IPOB cannot do anything for that, because we cannot allow this to go, because what they are trying to is to dethrone Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and place this guy. After we have suffered for years, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have gone all over the world trying to build some great organization, that all of us are contributing money. contributing here, going to rallies, doing everything necessary we're supposed to do to make sure we are free. And one idiot, they just bring one more. The one that pains me, Mazi Isaiah Uba, is that this so-called family, this so-called idiotic family that we thought they are reasonable. They kidnapped their brother. He told us that Mazi Nnamdi is playing on the mountain. They reduced our leader to this Romantic Republic. Today, this is because of I knew where from. Because of I knew what to reach you in them night and I agree. I should have got this man will but Mazi Nnamdi will not die. It's God who has called this man. It doesn't matter the conspiracy. It doesn't matter what they are claiming. It doesn't matter how they are doing. Because of the money that is their hand, they don't want to render account. They don't want Biafrans to know how they've been using the money. We are contributing all over the world. In the absence of Mazi Nnamdi, they are misusing our body. They don't want this man to come back out. But over here, you must speak about Mazi Nnamdi. God who has called this man will not disgrace him because he wants good of our people.
Mazi, thank you.
All of them. Joining hand of one prayer of Mazi Nnamdi, he shall never be well with them and their family. They will die before Mazi Nnamdi come out.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you, but God ever bless you.
Thank you.
We must keep on that we are not part of people and can never be part of them.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you so much. Ndo. That's Mazi Akas calling us from Austria. Thank you very much. Who else is calling, please? Call back again. I have another 5 more minutes here, please. If you want to call back, call in again, and then I will oblige you, please. I see some few calls coming in. Let me just see. Who is this person? Let me just see. Okay. Yes, Mazi. Let's go ahead, please. If you can tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Yeah. 3 minutes, please. 3 minutes, please. I need to leave now, please. Yeah.
Okay. If not this news, it is not this news. If it's not original, it is not original. Someone ever for the gullibility of our people, for the passion, I whatever Biafra. For this is the spirit. But mmadụ pụtara kọtọ nwunye Nnamdi Kanu, kọtọ the DOS, kọtọ ESN, nke bụ onye fọmụrụ ya Tinase nwere nke bụ onye isi ọkọtọ ya, ọkọtọ onye nke a, ọkọtọ onye nke a, ọkọtọ ya bụ onye dị mma. Now, ọ pụtara na kwesịghị nke gebe ya ntị. Ọla ndị be anyị amaala aka Nigeria dịrị ihe ala ebe anyị. Gala ihe ala, iti isiri ihe ala na ọwụzala aka. No road. Movement is shut down because victory camp in Osun, victory camp in Awa, victory camp in Uli. That because we said victory camp around everywhere. Coming to terrorize us.
He said he wants camp everywhere. He said it on the top. He wants camp everywhere. He wants camp everywhere.
Also, there is camp in Osun. Many camps, fake camps in Osun. That is illegal. We have many fake camps in Uli that are illegal. We have many fake camps in Awa, around this trouble, in Omonze, close to Omonze, around this trouble, all over the place. Fake camp, they have occupied the bushes, terrorizing their own cities, kidnapping them. Do you know the extent of kidnapping in Iyala now? Every day they will kidnap everybody. 50 million, 30 million, 70 million. Someone ever is sending kidnappers to kidnap his own people. And people are listening to him. I curse everybody, anybody that supports someone ever. I curse him today. He will There's a person that has sworn to kill his own people in the name of IPO. And you know whenever he does that, he will target IPO.
The thing is terrible. Terrible, my brother. Terrible.
He will target IPO. I will not target the autopilot. He will pray IPO. He will pray IPO. He will pray IPO. Once you use Fulani jihadist media warrior, there used to be a governor. IPOB. IPOB is not a criminal organization. IPOB is not a terrorist organization. IPOB is the most peaceful organization. It's the most peaceful movement in the whole world. Go and check it out. Why is this guy spoiling our name? People that say, Biafrans Dojo, on a make up IPOB Dojo. Now, he instigates violence between Igbos and Pacific, their own people. People will not know the main thing. People will not know the truth again.
Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you so much.
No
thank you. No, Mazi. Yes, please, your name and where you're calling from, please. 3 minutes or less, please. I need to get out from here because I'm in work. So I have to pause to do this. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Very much. Okay. United Arab Emirates.
Yeah, go ahead. Guy, attack, please, quick.
You see, first of all, I don't make the leadership of this struggle for their resolute. Iman ignorant in a buy. Okay, just never in attack in ethically. They will buy. Very stupid. Majority in the will buy. Any they colonize some of our people again because of the ignorance of our people is too much. Understand? And because if you look at in our land today, in the mud is the Sabotua Buzelo occupation. Now Sabotua is occupation to our people today. Sabotua is occupation. So we need to deal with all these Sabotua in our land. This is getting out of hand. Look at Alain Ejimako. Okay, that man must stop immediately to see our leader because him and the Kanu Takana, the name have confused our leader so much. They have confused our leader so much. Understand? Anything if I age and the wife of our leader says goes. Understand? But that man, every saboteur in the Biafra land must not go free. Any saboteur in Biafra land must not go free. Because even Jemia and Ineba, there ain't a below man or here. Don't take any rubbish. White people don't take any shit. Anybody who will not be rebel, they put it over those so why they move here. Well, we need to make everything possible to restore Biafra. Without Biafra, we are gone. Because in the Asaga is any religion science, religion science, everything is standing by it. Never not focusing on Mazi Uba, I get to get off man at this struggle. With the leadership.
No. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Of course, yeah. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Yes, my brother. 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes. Your name and where you're calling from, please. 2 minutes. I just want everybody to keep it here.
I greet you, sir. I'm calling from Deutschland, sir.
Okay.
Sir, please, your program is going on, sir. You know, what you are trying to educate our people about is about the danger.
Yes.
That this Aloy Jimako and his rat that is hiding in Finland, the Nigeria government is using these two people to do very big harm on our people. And this is what I understand that you are trying to highlight our people about. You see, in 2020, I I called on Radio Biafra, Mazi Isaiah program. I remind our people that Nigerian government and British government, they knew right away that Mazi Nnamdi, that Biafra has come. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has achieved Biafra, but they are afraid, they have fear that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brings this Biafra, that the door will be closed for them, I mean the British, and go. So they want to, what their plan is to make sure that they remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and place another leader of their choice that will give them the kind of Biafra they want. And now they are trying to use Aloye Chimako and this guy to achieve that goal. How do they want to do this? They want to divert the attention of our people from the DOS and make this guy relevant.
Yeah.
And now, through the help of Aloye Chimako, and the brother, the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because these are the people they are using tightly to reach to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to scrutinize the heart of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For him to take unnecessary decision or to do something, to say something that is, because so long as he's seeing his brother, most especially fine boy, and Aloye Chimako, most of the things that they will be saying to him might be making him confused. Even though if the Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the rest, if they are talking to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he might be feeling somehow. You understand me? So now, if they use this guy to put fire in our land, they will now push in the soldiers, Nigerian soldiers, like they have started in Enugu. They will use the soldiers to surrender our people at home, tie everybody down. By the DOS power is no longer in form. This guy now is the person speaking for them, and our people, if they don't take that, they will think that this is the right thing, and these people will do what they want to do in the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing will happen.
Thank you very much.
Because they have changed that in our place with the soldiers. Look at what is happening in Enugu, the way that this guy deploys soldiers. They want to replicate this thing in all states in Biafra land. By then, use this guy to distract the attention of our people from the deal, take it away from the US. And
it's a suicide mission. Kahabra here. Suicide mission. Our people don't know what is coming. That's why I have not spoken in a such anger and loud voice since I haven't spoken in this manner. That I'm even it's really terrible, man.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu finish even though they are witness Yerukala, even though I get Kunakan Alibu, how I not just like put up as a Biafra now. I'm a Biafra, there will not be anything here make you put Biafra rope in the bay again. So what they want to do is to even put a leader of their choice. Can you make me Hanyacho? Obu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Kanacho. And the Biafra actually, Aloye Chimako, if you walk Obuna, Ndebadesi, and Marino, Picon. You open area make this man who still Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. From today, Piconu. Fine boy, you know, Topa only 2 years ago. Open on our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But India can be made to the extent of people put a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on social media. First, I say that the same platform of somebody, I know you might link it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Aloye Chimako, Obama na this guy, but on a platform where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Wakula. No, Wachawo. But the same person, Aloye Chimako, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no boy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. See, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, defend you. Niya potasa di bad defend you, but Nayendi and Puno. Can you any comment about that? Can any comment about that? I know you might something like that. Did you say anything? Or did they tweet? Does it mean that now immediately Mazi Nnamdi kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Can we Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Jiburu enemy automatically to them? And there were some of our people, and I have this danger that's speculated everywhere. All about Wobi.
No.
I know that social dancing. Would you comment and fight every day?
Everybody must be strong. No, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi. Who else is calling? Please call back. If I didn't pick your call, just call back. Of course, they have called back. Mazi, your name, I'm giving you 2 minutes, please. Your name and where you're calling from. I'm going to talk about the so-called master prophet in the news program that I will have, because that one I have his program from when he started attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his wife. And very big information. I have it. The plan to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not start today. For your information, I will talk about that. Mazi, give us your name and where you're calling from, please. Go and I can get 2 minutes. 2 minutes, please.
My comrades, sir.
No.
I'm most humble to speak to you.
No.
Because as when you drink Koji, I see a and I'm Koji Kama.
Yes.
I'm calling you from Biafra land one day.
No, yes, go ahead. I understand. Go ahead, Mazi. No, please. We should know, our people should know that Biafra has come, just like as the last caller have said. But you see this thing that happened. I tell people, when you come more than the doors are in charge. And my happiness today is that the doors have given a press release through our media publicity secretary, telling the whole world the whole story. So Aloyedumako has been when they say autopilot lawyer, you don't know that Aloyedumako has been that secret autopilot lawyer. Yeah.
Imagine somebody that is representing a Berima. And this Berima is the person that came out on his program to tell us that our leader's child is
Ifayejoko's child. That is where this man is telling us that Nonya Yila Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Being an evil man, a Biafran, and you're listening to my voice this particular evening from Biafra, and you're still listening to a Berima, and no be dragging me, you're a bad person. You are the evil blood in our land, because somebody, through all his utterances and indication, has proven to the world that he's anti whatever we are doing. You say you want to fight for Biafra, but you have declared government in exile, while your leader is still in detention, as you claim. And a lawyer that calls himself a lawyer representing somebody as he claims went to a national television to tell the world that killing of innocent woman with pregnancy in Enugu, burning of people's cars, snatching people's cars, cutting people into pieces. The person that brought cannibalism in our land today, that all his activities is attributed to one person, that is doing it because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that IPOB and autopilot has no difference. And somebody...
Yes, sir. You please round off. I'm listening. I didn't want to interrupt you. Just summarize, please. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, as I was saying, somebody who has committed all these evil atrocities in our land, and Aloyedumako, who said he is a barrister, a criminal for that matter, because he was chased out from the United States. I can't imagine me now being in the United States, study finished, to rush down to zoo to come and practice what I study with the kind of corruption and suffering in Nigeria, zoo. But because he was chased away from there, he ran to Biafra land to come and commit his atrocity continuously. But they don't know that as far as you're close to Onion and you have any evil intention in your mind to harm him or to do anything against this struggle negative, our leader is in charge. He just gave him that letter to expose him to the world. He doesn't know who he's dealing with. He's just feeling that he's just dealing with ordinary human being that he can support. Because one thing about our people who are Ngari, criminality, even Ngari, our people, we have stayed our conscience. Even I who go to myself, why does it happen because of what we gain for our own personal aggrandizement. This is why people like Aloyedumako today is doing what they are doing.
Thank you very much.
Behind you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. One of us in Biafra land. Please, the next person should come in now before I close this line. You know, I'm just trying to get as many I can get to talk. So before I close this line, it's not normally, I'm not in my comfort zone to broadcasting this. That's the reason why I'm not going to stay this too long. Please, if you're calling in, call now so that I can actually oblige you, please, because there are too many calls here. Too many calls. They are calling when somebody is speaking, and the line is free now. Please call in for another few minutes then, because I want to get all of you in before I end this program. Please. I don't know, this person, let me see, who is this? Let me see. Mazi, please tell us your name and 2 minutes, please, and round off, please. 2 minutes, please.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, please. Go ahead and give us your name and where you're calling from. 2 minutes, please. Yeah, and I'm calling you from Maryland. Maryland, okay, go ahead. Maryland, United States. Go ahead, please. Netherlands. I beg pardon me. Just go ahead, please. Yeah. Boy, and I can't I just want you to, No, Mazi, thank you very much. No. Thank you so much. The next caller, please give us your name. 2 minutes, please.
I'm just Sam.
Okay.
I'm from Biafra.
All right.
I don't have much time to spend. I just want to introduce that okay, when I expose man at this time, I am very, very happy for his exposure. I just want to point him that his career is solely that this controversy up, that will fight it to it. This controversy will fight it and the way we will be to erase any other light that has spoken against this movement. Thirdly, just like I said, we should remember us. I want all our brothers that listen, everybody, so you're a Biafra, and you are paying attention to the movement. In truth, the danger is coming. The tactics, the thing that they are behind us. It will come. But at the help of two of them, we will stand and defeat it. I think also, we are not to the hammer. If it will mean death, we will stand and sacrifice by the sacrifice to make sure that there is going back.
No.
That's just what I want to add. Thank you, sir.
No, thank you very much. Thank you. A lot of people are calling from Biafra land. A lot of our people are calling from Biafra land. Our message is getting, it's reaching ground, please. This is what we're trying to do, because what I'm saying here, this Biafra is the fight for survival. It's our fight. We are not going to play with it. 7.2 million slaughtered in 1967, and we have been killed. How can they go into now? From then till now, if we have not lost anything since 1970 till now, we have lost closely 1 million. More came by 1967. Now na Nigeria up until now, because of any done at least now they lose go closely 1 million, a particular race, and somebody is playing hide and seek. Because no America, connection in America. Oh, when they are crooning kunna, bakunu biera alani. Let's see here. Special council. Special council. You know, unama how we prepared before this time. Unama kanshi kwado. Here in our Biafra now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have given the masses, the public, the power. Don't let us have anything. Anytime if I put a different thing from what I should not sound. Put up Shawana zona public. Any day China someone put a co anywhere from the here in people who grow near for all these years. Uno doya van na public. Biafra it is us. That is what we are talking about. We cannot allow anybody, we cannot allow foreigners, even to use religion, anything, no matter the format, anything, we cannot allow anybody, no matter the format, either under Christian banner or anything. We are tired. We are done with all this garbage and rubbish. People using us, using our blood. We are tired. We are done. You can't tell us how okay shall worship God. You can't have 1 year anymore. I had to go enough of it. You ain't chosen now, you know, fact. No, don't tell us the other side how beautiful are they. These people are behind a ban. Tinye seed of discord everywhere. Tinye discord everywhere. Families are now gublata. Because all of them are gearing, working for the government. Because once I fragment and other fragment, then there's no one you get cousin. Now look at how where they kept them in Abuja. They better who's around that place. BADZ as a special council. First of all, they meet is Enugu governor. As soon as some meet Enugu, Yabezien national television they made a blunder. Completely incriminating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on a claim his special counsel or his clients. You think we are fools? If this American English, you don't know that me myself know here. Never become America. Don't you know that? You people think that I will poor people just but an IPOB. This American all of you know America look at Mbise Gregarian Hall of 90,000 US dollars, almost 100,000 US dollars for a party. I be there to shine the same day and made the party. American government I be there, police be there to shine the same day. Egoni la kuro mani actually akro tolani betane bunde bani. 90,000 US, closely 100,000 US dollars. Kakuro for a hall in a party, one night party. American authorities are there to shine that day. The same moment, immediately have aban kiti he kojuted there. I be there to sa. Ndibu, but hebu ndibu. And I like what America because here Abraham no zuzu. Now the bundebu, now the moon, had a moon. Unu here been a host to party. I be there to phone candib. To shine who old men. Ndia communities to rego send there. Kagagwa in which I had that day. You see them. You see them. When they speak, you see foolishness. People with the full India won the brain how wakamo. When they speak, please, I think I will give another chance. One person more. I just want to give one more chance to another person here, and then I will close. Let me get this guy. All right. Okay. This person has been calling and now. All right, please, Mazi, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. You have 2 minutes, please. Please, yes.
Okay. Before one name, can you look them chance?
Okay, all right. Okay. Who else is here? Who else do I have here? Okay. Let me see who else. I just want to see. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Have I spoken to you? Mazi, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Have you spoken to us before or?
No, I'm not able to go one time on your program. I'm
Okay.
There's a malo. But don't wherefore, people come make you work and on the bag.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Yeah, that's
IPOB, Ebony Obono, as to cook Picabia, Chequaba. I'm within the just of him talk and back out animal on the IPOB and the Ezibo de Potano for IPOB. So I'm making no known when I soon to Obiano on because now only any other don't you see Johnny and any other Bono and you. Now, for a watch, I feel they be in Africa. We be in Africa, so there's Africa everything now. The whole world that's gonna Africa need they need to be on their own. Only but we have everywhere. Now to see the France and the America, my British, you know, oh yeah, cannot happen here and what have material. When you say you put a money in all government, and in a mess when not time the last one like I know, and you ain't alone one. It didn't be here. I need I pity for them. When you want that, they loan near now, no, also, you be never go more, but I go to money which I need. Look at this man and I buy age back. Oh, Chineke and the wolf, the Biafra. Now, Mazi Kuriana, we don't want to get leave. Now, Biafra, I know on a surprise. No, I am not to go to Caribbean, no one would take Biafra. No one will see to put the everything is going on. If I want to tell you secret, you have a look at this man, no, with it there. Water. Oh, and I knew you go off to Rabani and pocket to lawyer. Niama, Nemahanka, now water, Niama, Yemen and Kanka. But this everything I bet you. This lawyer, Umushi, Amano, Yamanda, Chileke Karitari, so I can name Kari. Okay, come doors away. You can only Jinubia, Kadose, but I ain't going to go to Gabiama because on one and all, even in a neighbor with Chineke Bini, on your agitation. When you see Yaputa, Arisika, I won't care. I won't care. Can they come here? When they get a woman will react. No, and I am short of Chineke Nabini, go on your Median or the way the world this would the doors. Then I'm making a Mazi chicken, do him now, Nunua, Kunu, however, in the normal. Now, one day the radio Biafra every day, the Togodoro, but I'm Tiro Biafra, the other baby, Yana, and I'm asking soon. Now you are not by you be a walk on. Now you be a walk on. Now you are the whole world. You don't go by phone the Mari, wounded, Yavana, who and I doubt among some people who the Bible for the only grammar, multi-DNA, Guyana, when you say so good, also, Dr. Ben, doesn't even do to a record. One I none like the history. He was so bad. When you have a bonus, you have a bonus, history, now what's you mean, or your history. I'm going to put on the body because Nduka will attract you. We were Christian. Or what you didn't divine we change their bread. Bread, how was your coconut bread? I'm telling you honestly. Because when I am Yaman, and you can if will be the legal of the Biafrans. No, you are one for the Britain and America. How do go food, Nanda and a Chineke non so. How we to our even was I could own Dutch. Okay, even in the German, I was in that Jesus. Now, even in our house, we deceive many people. Market, thank God, now people are waking up. I didn't make the mother when that Chineke never be equal, but nobody, I know football. Because even in Abia, through Bible, in the name of Jesus, I knew Beko. When you say what you history, go and ask that Jesus and I go out in degree. People still doubting. Not about saying the name of I joined a meeting, they pay in the name of Jesus. I said, one man. I told him my own number. Oh, I feel good. I'm just well, I can do Mazi, kind of read but I'm happy. I don't even know on a menaya, who know that affair. Go see that na to go Kikabiama, Abago for rescue his people. Or when even money material, only Sipuri and Oku, you could say you gave out Campo, and even in our Oku, even a man, I met up a win Africa. Before I couldn't do DOS in all US America, guitars and didn't put DOS in all the Facebook. And then I come as a prophet, the Mother Queen's Mamma, I know help Mamma, Chileka, look at even what you got to say, oh, my ear. A whole Biafran, Tutorial, Kojala, Bala. Or trade to be a millions of Biafrans. Come out this year. All the Kalokina, now, we don't know, because all over that, it will be giving me 10 years after one. Because I years, not 10 years after one. If I look at even more than the mother, but I'm social media, they disgrace you. And it's Sugari. So they can believe now, academic law. Totona millions of Biafran Nadin to Kanko. Millions of Biafran Kanko. Amara, and the other enjoy these people should be careful. But not Mazin and the Kana family, Mazin and the Kana is a region. Kamala, Mazin and the Kana walk their family. Oh, the person going to family, even with region, even with Indian Biafra. Kadi away. Because anything Biafra. Anything because he's a Biafra, they all know with each other. People who know that millions of people, so he don't go. Yeah, knock at that. People don't even allow you to my country before. People will not talk to without plan how from always you can see it. You can see it coming. Okay, good. No one on a toss on control. Can even take the mother and the hand either. Now, apart from toss, no, we had it in again. Can you also? As one bonus in all Mazi, those who in all there. Can even be one that the mother behind us were in the woods about to an now because I had a full granny. Idiot, I hear
Mazindo.
Be free, be proud of you.
Mazindo.
Passport to Europe, and no, passport Europe, we have a man of the world back in Canada. Kamanagam voice, came for Policia, one up, man of the no 80, 90 years no without it, but or is it a good thing, or we home? Eh? The Bible, Bukuri, we never done it to get it back. I think but they go more, even Kaya, you couldn't matter. After I happy even the Africa, they even married me, they even Nigeria.
Nigeria cannot do that because one, British structured Nigeria in a way, even attempt to rescue Nigeria will not. Even ESAT will tell you, Nigeria would have been the very first country that would have achieved here and Mali and the Libya. Because they may go Nigeria structured in a way that Nigerians, Yoruba, doesn't trust an Igbo man. Even Awusa doesn't trust. They made it that way. So in the process, the whole thing will be at the advantage of the enemy. Even though when the real person is coming to, ESAS was genuine, organic, something that would have changed Nigeria for a good, I mean, you know, but Nigerians are so gullible, they misinterpret it. They allow this British woman, Catherine Lang, a British High Commissioner, Abiadia, mobilize the Nigerian army because Nigerian army is not meant to protect Nigeria. I've said this several times. Nigerian army and police are not meant to protect the people. They are there to protect the British interests. They are on a salary paid. So that's why they will kill They will kill with impunity. They shoot at sight. They do whatever, because it's all about intimidation. Intimidate people. We don't want anybody to raise their head over this our industry or company, as they call it. You know, Nigeria is not, it's not a country. It's British farm. So the military helping there is to protect it, to go against anybody who will raise their head against to reform Nigeria. Nigeria, like I said, ESAS would have solved this problem once. ESAS would have been, because Africa, listen, Africa, we are waiting to see how Nigeria will survive the ESAS, but they were disappointed. As soon as that thing failed, now you see Mali, the military have to, they are the indigenous military. Do you see what is happening? These are indigenous military that are now organizing themselves, realizing that we cannot be a slave in our own country. These people will be coming and taking our land. Look at Mali.
That's what I'm happy. And Algeria have won ECOWAS. Now, no African country are waking up.
Exactly.
These people,
No. British is saying how to develop Alibo. Their high commissioner said they want to develop Alibo. Just imagine. Look at how they want to. Look at the kind of dirty politics. They think that we are animals. You know, look at the Yeji. They're confused. We are devil. So therefore, forget any Biafra, forget Nnamdi Kanu. We will develop Alibo for you. A white British man will come and develop Alibo for you, so you will have a better life. Akwea. Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mazi. That is where I'm gonna draw the curtain for today. Like I said, everybody must stand up this time around. This is look at Muna Magi Hane Kumakia, where here Megana Mali now, where here Megana Niger, where here Megana Chad, where here Megana, you know, all these things. Niger, you see it now. So everybody, every race are fighting for a survival now. These people have, for 400 years, these people render Africa asunder. They killed us with impunity. They pillage, they destroy, they rape. No recognition, no respect of African anywhere. The youth, look at the guy. How old is he? He was born, the military guy that took over is it Niger now? How old? He was born 1988. These are people who they follow what we are saying. They listen to Ipob. They monitored. They thought Nigeria would have survived. They thought that Nigeria would have made it during ESAS. The whole Africa we are watching. Despite that we are looking for Biafra, but the whole Africa we are watching. We are also watching. And immediately, the old serpent came and played their dirty game, tribalistic game. The same people who come in Biafra land and say somebody who is in Bayelsa is not an Igbo man. Somebody who is living a throne stone is not an Igbo man. And they accepted. They asked them to celebrate the defeat of Biafra. Somebody asked you to celebrate the defeat of, you defeated your own community. They help you defeat your own community and then install whatever they want to install there, and therefore render the community asunder. There's no electricity there. There's no, the seaport that was operating under the eastern region, they were shut down after you have defeated yourself. And now you come and be celebrating that we are celebrating for defeating Biafra, who is you yourself. And now you, after 50 years, you defeat Biafra. What happened? The seaport that was working when Biafra was there, and you defeated Biafra. The seaport were shut down. Electricity shut down. Road shut down. Schools shut down. Water, pipe bomb water shut down. Security none. So who is the fool then? You are not a Biafran. We are Niger Delta. We are River. We are Niger. Anakuinyo. They fool all of you. And today, do you have resource control? Do you know who is stealing the oil? Somebody from Dawara is stealing oil in Biafra land. You prefer somebody from Daura to steal your resources than your Igbo brother, people that you have blood lineage with. Somebody who is in what is the other one that is close to Anambra? They call themselves Delta. Few minutes, just a stone thrown. Speaking Igbo in Igbo. This is what British did to you. As Britain, is there any South in Britain? Where is the South in Britain? As British, who is calling you South, where is their own South? There. We have come to restore this Biafra. We are not backing down. And we are not backing down. We are not backing down. And anybody seen as a threat, anybody seen as a sabo, Biafrans, is up to you. Nnamdi Kanu go down. The leadership will no authority. Do as you like in IP. Control your future. This is what you see happen in Mali. All here in a Niger Republic. This is what is happening in Burkina Faso. People are taking the future in their own hands. All what we are saying. Yeah, Nnamdi Kanu fight all these years. But at the whole thing, naka. Bakunu si maano here, unu lekwe DOS. DOS atara ya kamera unu hema as Nnamdi Kanu kuru. Tiru nu first sit at home. Hapu unu decide ya. Una no ya of ma wuti yo. Una amana no sacrifice you choose to make up for yourself. Somebody ama put out from nowhere. There's a beji se bona harass unu ga na ezipu ye. Mbu unu na cho hene. Just to sour that name sit at home, to destroy it. To destroy it. Their special council came and they talk nonsense, thinking that we are fools. This will be the last call, and then that will be it for today. I think that's Mazi, please tell us your name and where you're coming from. I'm done. I think I've said much more than I planned. Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
I am calling from West Africa.
West Africa, and your name, please.
My name is Udo Garanyan Dife.
Mazi.
Ekenelongi nwanne m nwoke ya dịrị ụnụ mma unu bụ ndị na-ekwuchitere anyị ọnụ anyị n'mba ofesi. Ọ ga-adịrị ụnụ mma.
Thank you.
The reason why I'm calling, let me speak in English so that every other person that listens,
of course,
should listen. You understand? You see, I just listened to you for what you have just said. Exactly what is going on is what you have just said. Look at our leader Mazi Kanu today. You see, I am saying this because it should be a lesson to we the Biafrans in general. Because most of all these countries that are standing now to defend themselves and to take their own country by their hand, they are not up to 70 million.
Not at all.
You understand me?
At all. Not at all. Yes. They are not even up to 30 million. They are not up to 30. Go and check their population. They are not up to 30 million. Biafrans are closely 100 million. I am telling you.
Yes.
If not more
than that.
If not more.
We are more than that.
Yes.
You understand? So what am I saying in essence now is that look at how our people is behaving. The IPOB family, because me, I am an hardcore. I left Nigeria because of the situation that is going on in Nigeria. 2015, we started the protest. You understand me? Some of us we escaped Nigeria because some of our face was noticed. You understand? And now, what is going on right now is caused by our own people. Mostly the Igbo leaders that are representing the Igbos. The punishment that are going on in our side today, I am saying it today because I am from Anambra. The punishment that we are going through today with the Biafrans is caused by our politicians. Even the amalgamation that we are facing in our side is being caused by our politicians. Because if I know, also you understand me? So what am I saying in essence is that look at our leader Mazi Kanu. All this while the court have asked him to go, every other judiciary have asked him to go. Our politicians could not be able to speak. Call the old men I want, call the politicians I want to bany bukun. Call the head here. Brother, all these things, what caused the problem? Because all of them have started eating with the devil. Because anytime before they become governor, they will go to the north and they will initiate them. then that is the reason why they are afraid to speak. That is the reason why they have the guts to invite military to come and kill their own people. That is the reason why.
Huh? Why military are overthrowing corrupt government, corrupt leaders in other countries to protect the citizens? These ones are inviting the military to come and kill their own children without any justification, without anything. And we are sitting here watching, and this bingo now, I'm potassium Arise TV. There's been a cousin. They are queen indigenous a whole 70 million people or over 70 million. They may implicate.
You are playing with our lives.
The lives of people. In a lawyer, in a council.
Okay. Look at what happened in Imo State. Imago uno one on ambu fest. Mu one on oboda. Ano ma maifeni ama mifeni. Most of the things na gonna buy because I was on the ground. So most of my do to I on the ground. You understand me? Because I went to the camp. Look at what is going on in Imo State. As for yesterday, Hana to bomb in Imo State.
You see? And it's not even on the public domain. You know, Nana to bomb in Imo State. And they are bombing Imo State. And people, somebody say our special counsel is here talking nonsense. They are bombing Imo State.
Now,
are you people hearing it that they are bombing Imo State? And the war is coming. The war is coming.
I am going to send you many information that you will see the kind of missile they are throwing on.
Just imagine
in our bushes. See the Eastern Security Network. Look at, does it mean that if these guys got angry and come on the street, with any politician remain? No single politician will remain. One single one will not remain. Look at what they are doing. Why the military are busy killing our people? Then Boko Haram are killing in the north. They will not be able to go there to defeat Boko Haram. They will not be able to go to that place to throw.
They want to. Mazi, what I said is what they are trying to do is to, suppress the public, the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has wrestled the power and hand over to. Because where they have seen that the people has the power now, watch the election, their fraudulent election, our people choose wisely, even though that but our people made their choice without somebody bribing them. Our people decide to sit at home without anybody enforcing it until they realize that they need to kill this idea. They need to make people punish them so that people will now begin to depend on the same fraudulent politician that is killing them to come and protect them, which is practically impossible.
Yes.
And hand them over to Abuja or to Fulani.
Yes.
Because the Fulani akugo the politicians and the traditional ruler and the clergymen. Allah will go where's the Hachitazri Hana Heku anywhere. Abraham Diabrabina we can exercise their authority now. Okay. No law.
Okay, let me look at what happened in this place in Enugu. In Enugu State. Okay, the governor of Enugu State will not be able to speak on that. But the only thing they are speaking about now is the sit at home that Simon Aban is commanding for people to sit so that we'll be able to observe what is going on in Ebola.
And the point is not even the boy. It's not even the boy. They use the boy to speak it because the guy I want home followers that they use him speak this. Then we have people on ground that will activate it. This they are talking, fools no hand. The guy any ground to control. Talk less of who is he? Before. So he just use no just which here this here special council na public be that na attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to activities. Can you just imagine? Attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
He's a wicked man. He's a wicked man. Some of the things are in their face because now you need the because one
ezigbo war. Okay, egbuo ụmụ youth ndị a, egbuo dịsị ụmụ youth ndị a na-efegharị ka ụmụ okoko, egbusha ha gị hụzie olekwara onye na-defend egbuo onye ha ọhịa eji na-achọ ka destroy ya ESN, destroy ya the boys ndị a niile. Once destroy ihe, I am telling you, these people will send their ground troops. Ha na-abịa nsogbu ka na-apụta o.
They have already said it. Our leader Mazi Isaiah Uba, these people are planning to invade our land. But people still not understand. Our politicians still not understand. Some of our brothers have put up on social media and I call you Juru. But primary people who are Gabiga. If it's not from Mazi Isaiah and the Eastern Security Network by now, I cannot buy in a car in our village. In short, now they're using the buying in our village. Because their plan failed. Their plan failed woefully. Their plan failed woefully. Because if Niger is our neighboring town, you know that.
Yeah.
Now Niger is on fire. Now Mali, let me tell you what is going on now, because we have an intelligent information. The Malian troop and the Burkina Faso troop and the Guinea troop, they are warning ECOWAS right now, as I'm talking to you now, that if ECOWAS make mistake and step their feet on Niger, they will put together and deal with ECOWAS. And they mean whatever they are saying. They have come to public. They have come publicly and spoke it. So war is coming. And then they will go.
Yes.
Their own soldier.
That's their own grand soldier.
All because of even before but our people, they were with the Nnamdi, Kanu, then when you find this name, can we defend by
where they are using as a governor, where they are using a governor bombing Imo State.
Imagine. Or them now one always in Abuja or that not Imo State to hope.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ndal. Thank you so much. Ndal. All right. Thank you so much. This is where I have to draw the curtain now. Finally, I have stayed more. Thank you so much. And if I continue to allow the call to continue coming in, I'm not going to leave here today. I have missed a lot of time of work just to dish out this information. Thank you. A lot of you are still here. Unbelievable. Thank you very much. I will come back again either tomorrow or next, as Chukwu Kabiyama permits me. Then I will also deal on this, and I will be also monitoring this event as it's unfolding, and we're gonna definitely keep informing our people. Please, all Biafrans, every Biafran, every honest Biafran, every IPOB, no should prepare, should stand up now and prepare, and identify these criminals. Don't identify them and deal with them. Anybody trying to sabotage Biafra land for whatever reason, anybody trying, you see the word now, you see what is going on. Our land need to I need to prepared though. I need to prepared. Lebanon, somebody now going to bomb Imo State came yesterday. They throw a bomb in Imo State. How they're going indirectly now? Ndị mmadụ na-azụ ahịa echirila nwanne echi ndị mmadụ aga church n'abalị a ndị mmadụ ga-eme vigil while na bomb wa one state anyị gwara unu agwa na ihe mere n'Imo State. Nobody should see that as an isolated matter. Now this is a grand attack on Imo State by changing the people's governor. I came here and I shouted that other people in Igbo land, other states, as you people fragmented on yourself, everybody should see him in Imo State as something degenerate. Ndị mmadụ na ndị Imo State ọ gaghị eme na Anambra. Akwa na egbule ndị Anambra gwogwo now. Akwa na egbule Enugu. A na-egbu Enugu ndị ke nọ ebe a sị na ọ na Enugu ka ọ na-eme. A na-egbu na Bayelsa sị na nna ọ na Bayelsa. A na-egbu n'Igwe Ọcha nna asị na ọ n'Igwe Ọcha. O meruo ha ebe a nna ezo ahịa ebe a. Na ọrụ na asị na ọ wụta ka wa fathers ji mee during the Biafran war. Agara ha lụ that war coordinated, defense war halo or defensive war halo for lasted for at least 3 years without any support. Agara hemie. All na ha na church gonna ekpekpe na-eme ihe egwu no na church today. Do you think they would have come together and do that war? But today you go church and everything fragment anyị completely. Ina akponye banye puta na kwa aga na abia ha na ekpekpe. Aga na abia say forget Jesus will do it. You will see here now with God will do it. You thank God. Oh, that's how you be seen in a comment section. Somebody will say that you will see some rubbish. Praise Jesus or praise Jesus. Lekwendi ndi mmadụ na neighboring country na adanago power na defend the umunne ha. These old politicians who have been killing, allying with the West, stealing the resources, leaving the public, the poor masses poor. They have stood up now. 1988. I can't 88 88, 89, 90. 1988 stood up to chase out old criminals. Eba akwebe Buhari she onye run Nigeria for 6 years. Okwa controversial. Adikwa amai ha mu na amagi ihe megene. Basically, all Barankiti use that mask wearer. In fact, the man on ezigbo ọrụ. Jigo die buego Nigeria, buo military hardwares, bubata na Niger Republic. As soon as the man put on has strike here, will use all the money Hammer accumulate from Nigeria. You liberate your own. Do you see how wise people play? Ndike, le okebeke, use where you'll have to bomb Imo State. Can soft to know the ground before the ground troops are patawa na Libo. And Imo State would the heartland. However, once helping a threat to succeed there, then how was as to other states. Our people need to wake up now. That is why they want to incriminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, criminate now with Ipob, because here would the last line of defense soon. IPOB. The divert attention no when leadership in Loto gradually and push na force na force press the leadership, the structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, incriminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you see how they operate? Then they are bringing a perima. Now over the platform and then as in press the leadership, the structure of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The other side incriminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Once you have succeeded, suppress the child distance, then when that is against this IPOB and its leadership and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, habia chazuna pia, habia wazun bunu when yan hemunu na market no de mben kunu ga hu ke biati ana to bomb Imo State came 2 days now. None of you knows. Una amana na kwa on a platform anyị kunu no ne. On a platform anyị kunu no ne. Aka na ejigodi onye ke iwrote ji onye ke na confuse unu na social media, na the national television. I hope why that na a state in Nigeria has been under siege. Military is launching attack on one particular state in Nigeria, which is Imo State. And now they are going to engage while after a bomb came 2 days in Imo State. Ana to bomb to young youth bomb. Even the zoo they should have absorbed na Igbo youth very well into the military. But rather, they take Boko Haram from Niger, from Chad, absorb them into the Nigerian military. Near use your launch is attack on your own youth. I then using this special council. Near feed the zoo na abuini shajaja. Get destroy your high name. I will come back again. Thank you so much for coming in to join me here, and keep sharing this. And also, if you did not watch it or it started late, go back and watch it again. Mazi Isaiah spoke to us 2 days ago. Go to my wall there, listen to what he said. He's revealing. You will be shocked. Mazi Isaiah revealed that place. Because sometimes I will go to my meeting that happened last Sunday that I came. Mazi Isaiah came to that meeting in Ireland. He spoke there, and you see the 2 videos. You know, they are, go and watch them if you haven't watched it. Watch it. You see the revelation, the question and answer, and when he addressed Biafrans, you see what he revealed there. Kuno whatever naga, mrakwani his special counsel unu neme. Ndi ada ila nyini. We need to wake up and stand up like other countries, neighboring countries are doing now. Is the youth 1988? 1988. You don't know Lord now have support here. The people rallied against him. I rallied around him. They rallied around their military man who stood up to chase out those agents the West are using to steal the natural resources. And as usual, the old fools in AU are threatening to come and dislodge them. Can you imagine? You don't know the hand on Africa. They never defended African youth. African youth are dying through the Mediterranean Sea. They are not doing anything. They never talk about bringing them home, engaging them. But in the case, standing up to stop our people from fleeing Africa and dying in the Mediterranean Sea, they want to destroy them. They are threatening to, if you don't hand over back to the criminal, you will wage war. Now, but the youth, the army, the young military guys, then they are not planning here. Future our land now will be in the puppets. In the puppet. All Nigeria when they can name. Look at Tinubu. Look at the currency in Nigeria now. Look at it. Look at the state of Nigeria today. Look at the hardship. And what could price in Nugwasa right there? And what could price in that place? Who know something is coming. Can you say that you want to some of you know here. Who deceive you, may distract you from the reality because here clear cut distraction kind of moon. I they take you now aware. Revelation a few years ago. I they take you now aware. Our people need to wake up and be at alert what is going on and support ESN. Go on the businessmen in one year go. Boy has he reach out. Boy has he reach out. Akuna hunu hemre one work akwoko to work ha na piego I don't na see any go to ESN or IPOB now support ogare emi but ha gra ga jidi ebe ha gra ga na pia the money nye here that place but all here na agwa you know ogbasa ha na emokite today ma ha mokite ha where are they? So oga basonye ku basonye nta basonye dibia basonye court basonye ndi everybody oge kusonye wala. But our job here we can na agwu nu ihe na emen. Will not allow our people to perish the way they did in 1967. Thank you very much once again for listening to us, and please keep supporting IPOB, keep supporting IPOB leadership, keep supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will not allow these people to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will not allow them. Ihe na agwa ha na ka ha hu angry the youth, Igbo youth or Biafran youth who they now. No one behind our politicians. Look at the anger on Biafran youth. No one have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My British Munumaha Gahushi and Alibu. All I make a hammer. Look at the anger of our people right now. And when it in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you know plan that Kunu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That they call about Hun. I want now let this man go. We are letting our people to be alert. It's like we have planning because all you plan. We have exposed you. So thank you very much. As heavenly race, Biafra is as well a heavenly race to us. I don't know about you, I don't know about you, but for us, Biafra is a heavenly race, and we must continue. And we are not going to retreat. We are not going to surrender. Thank you very much, and as you have come to listen to us today, and keep